We Hey, what's happening? This is my young girl, Donna. Say hi, woman. All right, that'll be quite enough. Thank you so much. See, the thing is, we just opened up around here. You know what I'm saying? And we've been having some problems. Obviously, as you see, I appreciate what y'all did. But these cockroaches would have cleaned me out this season. Speaking of cockroaches, where was your antennas when them niggas was stealing my shit out the stove? I didn't see him taking it. You didn't see him taking anything. Well, look next time. Use your eyes. They ain't supposed to just be hazed, or they supposed to do some goddamn work down there. This ain't for play. I don't do it for fun. Sorry. Don't be sorry. Don't be careful. Oh, gee, well, you know what? I'm tired of your presence. Dismiss. That's me. See you later. Got her trained, nigga. You need a hold of water player, but you can't make a thing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I got a little rattling down. It's all right. Honey.
Hold on, shit.
Oh no.
Yo.
Mike,
Yo.
you can hear me?
Uh-uh.
You heard what I just said?
No, what you said.
Oh, Mike, can you hear me?
Let's get it.
There you go. What's up, Nell? We was waiting on you to get started, man.
Oh, we on a weekly. Great.
I do not like this. Me,
Look, you don't like
uh,
what you don't like?
okay. Oh, hold on. I don't like that we close right here,
Mm-hmm.
but we closed in a box. Because this level right here could send us all the way back up here.
4796, that's a good number. But
Huh?
look, I said 4796, that's a good number.
Where you at? Where you at? Right. Hold
Yeah. So look, I'm gonna let you finish, though.
hold on. I just want Baltic, bro.
You good?
At the bottom, huh?
Mm-hmm.
For my target, I've been putting my target in, right? You know what else I got to do, Mike?
Yo.
From what happened, I'm thinking about. You see, I got one, two, three, four charts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about putting all these, the hour and the 4 hour on the same, and the weekly and the daily on the same, because
Yeah, you
that's
yeah,
how that's my shit.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that'll make it easier for you.
yeah. So I'll probably end up doing that when we get off.
So, so
Hold
check
on.
this out.
I want to just like go ahead, bro. I'm listening.
So we're on a weekly right now. So this is probably gonna be the highest time frame that we look at today, right?
Uh, yes,
So, all right. So you know how per previous conversations we speak of the things happening on the smaller time frames first before it goes to the bigger time frame. So it happened on the 1 hour first, then the 4 hour, then the daily, then the weekly.
yes.
All right, check this out. Don't shoot the messenger. Let's go to the 1 hour right quick.
Just straight to it.
Straight to it.
Okay, we can do that. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Zoom out.
Zoom out a little bit. So that kind of
Ooh,
kind of squeeze it to where we was when the market was bullish. Remember, I guess that was the end of the
okay. Hold on,
discussion.
hold on. I got you.
Yeah. That's perfect. That's perfect right there. That's perfect. So this is what I noticed, and this is important. See, and I'm glad you got your line right there. The white line in
Which
the middle.
one?
The one in the middle.
Hey, look. Go
Yeah,
ahead. We'll talk about other shit.
yeah. So
Go ahead.
look, so the market, so from left to right, the market was bullish, right? And then we dropped, you had these three candles. Then you was like, oh man, we bearish now. Now we reversed and went higher, right?
Uh-huh.
So what happens is this. When a market changes its state of delivery, meaning we go from bullish to bearish, it
Uh-huh.
happens on smaller time frames first. So if you look at the 1 hour starting on, let me see something. January, right? Go to your left, right there. You see what?
Left
No,
or right?
right? You. I'm trying to see the days. Why shit ain't showing up on the bottom of the
Down here
screen?
at the bottom, huh?
Yeah, but it can't. It's not showing on mine. It got this dumbass Zoom shit down here.
Oh, you gotta move your bar.
Yeah, I'm about to move it. All right. So about right there, you see that you see that gap that was created?
Yes.
All right. And if you look left, not that one higher.
One higher.
You're right there. See that gap that was created right there. Boom. Now, if you look left, you'll see that we closed below. You could call it a level. You could call it, whatever. But that was the last run to the upside. We
Uh-huh.
closed below that. So we took that shit out. So what's happening on the smaller time frames is we become embarrassed on the smaller time frame. I'm gonna explain this on the 1 hour, on the 4 hour, and on the daily, and it's gonna make sense. So when this gap was created, we came back into this gap and sold off. Boom. And once we sold off, guess what we did?
Hold on. Hold on, Mike. Hold on. Go ahead.
All right. So we came back into this gap, sold off, right? But not only did we sell off, we closed below that last run to the upside. Again, you see, we ran back to the upside to sell from that gap that we created. You see that? So the gap was created, boom, that gap came down to your level, to the white line, came down, right? Reverse, only to sell. I'm talking about from the higher gap you see that?
Hold on. Which one, Mike? This
I'm
one?
talking about, all right, so we created the gap. I'm talking about the first gap at the top.
Oh, yeah.
Gap
Right
was
here.
created,
Uh-huh.
right? We reversed, market reversed to go back inside of gap, that same gap to sell off.
Uh-huh.
So while selling off, we created another gap. That gap closed below your last run.
Right here. This is
Yes,
the run.
that's your run, right?
Uh-huh.
Created a gap.
Yes.
So the 1 hour is telling you we mean business to the downside. Now this not happening on the daily yet. This not happening on the 4 hour yet. This happening on the 1 hour.
Yes.
See what I'm saying? So now you get your closure below your swing low.
And I
Boom.
want to time you out too, Mike. I hate bringing up the past, but
Don't
if
you bring
y'all
up somebody else's name, I'm getting off.
no, listen, if y'all and although I play gaps,
Everybody
the
stupid, dog.
guy who had us on, who was on last week, Charts and Chains,
Uh-huh.
he told y'all if a gap takes out a low, that's the one you want to play.
That's the one you
The
want
gap
to
is
play.
created when you take out a low.
Yeah.
So y'all see this low that this gap was created and it took out this low. This was the one to play to the downside.
That was the one to play.
So and here you go. You
And
got
that's
the gap made, it didn't fill in 3, 1, 2, 3. You play it to the low and you sell off from there.
that's it.
Go ahead,
So
continue.
but this be on a 1 hour. So I'm just explaining from a 1 hour standpoint. So that's what's happening on a 1 hour, right? Let me close this out on my computer. So we came back to the swing low, if you want to call it that, and sold from it, just like Winston just said. So what happens is once you start seeing closures below your green candles in a bearish market, that's your signal to get short. Even if it's a fair value gap on a 1 hour, just like the one we just talked about. And if you continue lower, we close below this where your red dotted line is down here. When even
It's
a
the
closure
money.
below that, you taking that to the downside.
Uh-huh.
So this is what's called the change in the state of delivery, right? So if the market is bullish, quote unquote bullish, and we have like a trend to the upside, like three green candles in a row, right? And we close below those candles, it's no longer a bullish trend. It's a change in the state of delivery. And let's go to the 4 hour. I'm gonna show it to you on the 4 hour. Zoom me out, Scotty.
You won't get zoomed out?
Yeah, right here. That's cool, right here.
Okay.
So On a 4 hour, it's a little bit more defined. It's even in the same gaps. You can even use the same gaps from the 1 hour that you got drawn on now.
I don't want to bring up the. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I
Closure
can't
below.
believe you just in here being all fucking nice about it, bro.
No. Cause this is the first Zoom of the year.
I got one quick interruption. I just want one question.
What's up?
This for futures, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
work on any chart, bro.
Okay. All right. I'm
Yeah,
going
yeah,
back
yeah.
on me. All right.
Yeah. So
Hold on.
the it's already there on the 4 hour, bro.
Okay.
So when the market changes its state of delivery, it normally leaves an order block in its wake, right? So once you start closing below your green candles in the uptrend, you start getting closures below that. 9 times out of 10, it's gonna leave you either gonna get a gap or order block. So most times it's gonna be an order block. Your gaps are created. Even right here, what candle is this? Go to your right a little bit, Win.
To the right.
Candles. You went too far.
Wait, too far?
Yeah, you went too far. Right above the white line to the left.
Uh-huh.
To the left, to the left, to the left. Them green candles right there. You
Uh-huh.
see that? Once you got your closure below that, that should change in the state of delivery. That was your last run to the upside.
You also
It created a gap,
created
closure
a
below your
gap.
swing low. Same thing, same rules apply. Now, while all this is happening on these time frames, like the 1 hour and the 4 hour, it ain't happened on the daily yet. It ain't happened on the daily till Thursday.
You want me to go to the daily? Or you still kind of on here?
Well, we can still talk about this, but so the 1 hour, so basically the 1 hour and the 4 hour are intertwined with the same confluence of what we're talking about. Your closure below your last up close candle, changing the state of delivery, and especially when it creates a gap below your swing low, which it did right there, just like it did on the 4 hour. That's your signal to take it to the downside. And the same rules apply when this happens to the upside. You can do same rules apply. It's the same thing. Take it to the upside. But if we go to the daily, here's the gotcha. So on the daily, go to the right a
This
little
good?
bit.
You want me to open up more? Or
Go to the right a little bit.
to the right?
Yeah. So look, this is good right here. So when you got these four, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4 candles, red candles in a row. But this was all 1 hour and 4 hour trading to the downside, right? But on a daily, we still ain't had no change in the state of delivery until Thursday when we closed below that last up close candle.
Right here.
You see that?
I see.
Closure below this candle on
Close below these 4 red candles.
that green
I
candle.
mean
We
4
didn't get a
green
closure
candles.
below
I'm sorry.
that, right?
Yeah, closure below it.
On Thursday, I want to say, or
Yeah.
Wednesday.
No, Wednesday. So this
Wednesday.
candle closed below it.
That's your change in the state of, now you got your change in the state of delivery on your daily. But you see how it happened on your smaller time frames first?
Yes.
So now you get it on a daily. So
Okay, I can see it now.
you see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
now that green candle, that last green candle becomes your order block. Now Friday, the market ran to your order block and then sold from it. So the market still closed beneath your order block. So that to me means lower prices. Now, has it happened on a weekly yet? No, and it probably won't happen on a weekly because the last down close candle on the weekly is about 3 months ago. I mean, so it ain't, you know what I'm saying? So you'll be waiting, you'll miss the whole move waiting on that.
Yes. Yes.
So by it happening on a daily now you know, okay, the direction is to the downside. Now we may rebound. The market always going to rebound, but the direction is to the downside.
So, but basically, though, we'll be playing in this box to the white line until we close above the purple box, correct?
No, no. You
Uh,
you you'll want a closure above your red candles
oh,
on a daily. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
You'll want to
Yeah.
that lets you know, okay, now we bullish again.
No. I'm not saying that to play it to the upside. I'm saying we're now playing in the box
From
to what
where
that
we at
is like.
to where
Yeah, right. So where
yeah.
the white line is at the bottom of the purple box.
Yeah, it could be. It
so,
could be.
so that white line that we marked earlier,
Mm-hmm.
if you go through everything, well, really, if you piece together last week with this week of us going through the charts,
Mm-hmm.
this white line down here
Mm-hmm.
was the target. We wanted the weekly to close inside this weekly gap,
Mm-hmm.
which
Which
it
it did.
did. Now, the way it's playing out now with this white line is actually the bottom of your weekly candle from the other week. So in order to not create a gap, it can go up there. I would be looking to
Okay.
sell from this point.
Okay. I didn't see that.
You know what I'm saying?
That white line at the top initially.
So that white line that we going all purple box, all that, how we said these things, they work.
Well, no, I'm sorry. You was talking about the purple box at what that is, 47.90. I'm talking about. I'm assuming it's probably a gap box.
On a 4 hour, yes.
Let's see. So you got 47.36. So I'm assuming that might be like 47.44.
Wait, 47.36. Where you at?
Yeah, you see. All right. So I'm talking about right at the top of this. Yeah. So I'm
Here.
saying that's what we playing at right now. In between, yes, the top of that box and possibly 46.50.
Yes. Now the
Okay.
only problem
Yeah.
before you came on, the only problem I had with automatically taking it down, and you would want to wait for like a smaller time frame, like Mike's saying, is that this is quote unquote a level up here. If you use this as a level, and then you got down here that could be considered a level, however you market it. I started paying attention to Wicks more with talking with Mike, but either one I understand. But it didn't break it. So this level that it's sitting on could push it back up
Could send it there. And that's fine.
and make it come back down
It's coming back
the
down.
following week.
Okay.
Like we could be green this week. We could get a whole green candle. But if I start seeing on a smaller time frame, the reason to buy, this is my target up here, the white line. And
Right.
then
And
ultimately I want this gap filled, which is this white line.
right.
So you have to see like stuff turning over, like you said, on an hourly, 4 hour to daily. But that's the target up there.
And from there, we're looking for multiple green candles pushing up.
No, we want to sell.
Right. No, I'm saying to that white to 4,800.
Oh, yeah. Well, this what the time frame?
No.
This the weekly, huh?
This the weekly.
Yeah, you
Right,
just
but
this is my high for next week if it goes up there.
That's
right,
it.
that's what I'm saying.
But
So
I'm
we're
not
looking at it like on a.
I'm not looking for it to go past.
No, I'm not saying looking for it to go past. So what I'm saying is we're looking for hourly candles to possibly get towards 4,800 so that we can take the sell back down to right below your cursor.
Oh, I'm tripping too. Yeah, that is 4,800, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know why 4,800 sound. Because at one point with the contracts, you got to remember 4,800 was the all-time high.
Yeah, it's like 485 on SPY.
Yeah, so by the contract switching, when you say 4,800 now, I'm like, wait, I don't think we're going up there yet. So, yeah, you're right, 4,800. So you're gonna go through your daily. Daily, I had to turn around if it go up there. This might be it, but I just have to. We had to get confirmation. It might keep on.
Okay.
The other thing that took place was right here. You had a gap. See what happened with that. You had this daily gap filled
And then you got this. Okay.
and retraced it. That's done. You ain't gotta take that off. And I think even like all this stuff up here, Michael's been very I gotta go look at that last one. So yeah, but on a smaller time frame, I'll just be looking for. We would have to close above this for me to go any higher. Obviously, white line.
And go back to that white line for me so I can see what the number is.
This one.
So that's about maybe 482, 483 on SPY.
On SPY?
Yeah, if that's 47,
It's right
97.
there. I'm about to
We
say
gonna go
write
back.
it
We
down.
gonna look at SPY. We're gonna look
We
at
gonna go to
SPY.
SPY. Yeah.
All right.
Write it down. Look at this thing with pinging, Mike.
Honestly, bros, I'd prefer SPX if we could just look at an SPX chart because as of lately, I've been finding them sub-dollar kinds, and them bitches been ripping like down to 400-500%. But you know, I get the shit with time. You feel what I'm saying? Like if we looking at Monday, I might go grab something on Friday. But it gotta be what I found out with that is that it have to be like a 60 point differential. You feel what I'm saying? So where you get a cheap ass kind and that bitch turn around and flip on you for a nice little profit.
You caught that, Nell?
Yep.
Oh, all right.
I'm just being on mute. I gotta unmute it, you know.
And then we could look at multiples too. I mean, we could look at SPY too, because if same thing with SPY, you know, if it's 50 cents for SPX, then it might be like 30 cents for SPY, some shit like that. And you can take it out a little bit further time wise. And you're not looking. One thing about it is you're not looking to get it at expiration. You're just looking at getting a cheap contract that can move once we start trending up or trending down in as far as the points. And you sell it once you're comfortable in your profit. I wouldn't say hold that shit till you looking to get in the money either way. But you're just looking to get it low, take your money, and then bounce up out that bitch.
Facts.
Unless you're on a 0 DTE. And that's hard.
0 DTE.
But the structure on this 4 hour to me is beautiful.
I like it.
It's beautiful.
So are you just using the 4-hour structure to determine a weekly trade, or are you trading on the 4 hour?
No, basically I use the 4 hour. Most times I use the 4 hour as my daily.
Yeah.
The 4 hour and the 1 hour, I use that as my daily. I'm trading on smaller time frames, Ben. So I'm the 5 minute king. I'll be on that 5 minute. I trade the fuck out the 5 minute. But I'm using higher time frames as like my daily chart. Like, okay, this is direction for the entire 4 hour candle. Okay, cool. I'm gonna find some on the 5 minute. Give me like 4-5 candles in my direction, 20 ticks. I'm done. You know what I'm saying?
And that's because he trading futures, man.
Futures,
I'm trading futures. But if you were trading options, it's a little different. You know what I'm saying? You won't especially if you're trying to like swing trade positions and hold positions for a long time, for like a week or 2 weeks, you looking at higher time frames for sure. Like if
I
you swing,
was go ahead, Mike.
no, I'm saying if you swing trading, the lowest time frame that you should be looking at, in my opinion, is the 1 hour. Like the 1 hour. So you should be on that 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, weekly. Your 1 hour
Right.
Yeah.
should be for your entry. You know what I'm saying? Then you just hold that to whatever you feel like, how long you feel like you need in that trade. That's
Right. But
just
how y'all just broke this down on the 1 hour, then y'all showed it on the 4 hour, and then Winston was saying how it may run up this week and go green just to go down
yes,
to the
sir.
bottom of that purple box. Overall, that's the goal right now from the way it's set up. So, but using the hour and the 4 hour would be the safest way because you could still get pump fake, right?
Yes, sir.
If you just was like took the 1 hour, 4 hour information y'all gave and nigga was like, oh, all right, well, bam, I could go a week or two out and just get me or go a week out and get what that is 40, 50 and let it try to run that way. But if you got it too early,
You're gonna get cooked.
you're gonna get cooked.
Yeah.
So you kind of pretty much could use the 1 hour, 4 hour to gauge out a week or two out, is what I'm asking, I guess. That'd be the safest way to do it.
Yeah. So
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 I'm
your
gonna tell you,
higher time frame will be your direction, right?
right.
So if you're looking at the weekly for direction, because you want to hold a trade for a week or two, you're looking at your weekly for direction. But all right, well, we got to go here. This the next high right here. So that's the direction the market going in. But we could come retest this level first, then go there, right? So you wait for
Right.
that to happen on that 1 hour chart for them to retest that level, and you see how those candles are behaving when they retest that level. If it's looking like it won't sell lower, then you dodge the bullet. But if it's looking like it's trying to bounce and get back up out of there, that's your trade.
Gotcha.
See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I look
But
at it.
let me ask you this though, Mike. But looking at that, wouldn't you more so look at if you're looking for a weekly trade, you would look at what's going on daily in a 4 hour first, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You'll see
So
No,
you'll see
no,
where
no.
it's at from the weekly.
no, let me
Hold
so
on, Mike.
let me clarify. Let me clarify, bro. Your 1 hour is for your entry. So
Okay.
your weekly, your daily, your 4 hour, that's where you're gauging your direction.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? The weekly for sure, because that's you trying to hold a trade for more than a few days. You got to look at the weekly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how you gauge that. So just like for me, my time frames when I'm trading is 5 minute, 15 minute, 1 hour, right? Sometimes a 4 hour. I use a 4 hour. 4 hours is going to be my daily. That's my daily chart. And I know it sounds a little outlandish, but that's how I use my 4 hours, my daily, because a candle printing for 4 hours. I'm not trying to be in the market for 4 hours, though. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I use that as my daily. But that's how I trade because I'm doing intraday trading. But as far as like trading, options for 2 weeks and 3 weeks and above and beyond, then you got to use higher time frames. That's all.
Right. Take more time for these setups to happen. To
Yeah, on
get to
higher
get
time
to
frames. Yeah.
get to your goal pretty
Yes, sir.
much.
Yeah, those are for that. Yeah, that's exactly right, man. Yep.
But the 1 hour, 4 hour could give you an indication on which way you may be trending to kind of
Yep.
help you build more confidence in whatever trade you're trying to get in on a longer term.
Yes, sir. So
To,
just
to
like,
avoid
yeah,
my whole thing was everything y'all said, it was like it could still go either way, but if you follow what y'all saying to the T, it kind of help you avoid getting cooked too early or getting in there too soon. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
So I look at it
Because
like this, Ben. So when you go to a party, right, you don't want to be the first nigga at the party with the DJ setting up.
facts.
You see what I'm saying? I won't wait. Who all over there? All right, I'm on my way. That's when I try to get in, especially for a long, like a weekly trade or something like that, or even a monthly trade. I'm not trying to get in. I'm not trying to be the first one there. I won't be there when you showing me that's what you're trying to do. Like
You
that's
won't
why,
come in that bitch so niggas could be like, oh, that nigga Mike here.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. So basically, what I'm saying is, like like if you want to trade, like let's just say you looking to trade Apple 200 for 3 months out the line down the line, and your entry is 170. And then when you look at the 1 hour and we hit 170, but it's looking like it's trying to go to 160, it's like, you know, that 170 not supporting. You can see that on the 1 hour. So now you're like,
Right.
you know what? I'm glad I didn't get in just based on my weekly because I would have got cooked.
Right. This ain't the time to get you 170. 170 could still be the number, but that's just part of the trade.
That's
You
just
gotta wait for the right timing as far as the direction of what a price is trying to move to.
yes, sir. That's it.
Right.
That's
I
it.
got you. I'm
Yeah.
picking up what you're putting down.
So
But-
even what y'all said, like I told you, these are the two targets, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though we said it's trending down, the way the weekly was printed, we know the potential upside. Like this now you're in the middle of this trade. So now you gotta kind of wait and see which way
What
it's
side it
going.
pick?
So
Right.
so say for instance, this low right here, by the time this 4 hour takes out this low, and we say, all right, well, we just gonna go fill. That'll be me and Mike side and say, all right, well, we just gonna go fill to this next area. You see what I'm saying? But by the time
Right.
you do that, if you're an options trader, this trade not worth nothing no more. Cause it's right there now. What you really want to happen is you want one of these lines to hit now to get in the trade that allow you that wants to swing trade that would allow you to hold it for a week. If you get a trade right here and you try to put a month on there, you might make 10% on this trade to say it's gonna go
Right.
down. Because right now that'll be 461 to 460. I'm just calling out a number. You heard
Right,
me?
that's
Versus
good.
it going
Right.
up here, and now you got a 465 going down to a 460.
Yeah, you won't catch the ride all the way back to
You
time.
won't catch the whole thing. But the problem is the weekly candles that you read, they is not in proper candle behavior because it got. I'm gonna go to so you can.
It's showing you the end result.
No, you got room. Proper candle behavior says that we need the next candle that print need to come touch the bottom of this candle before it sell off. So you
Okay.
get it right here because it closed inside this box. It still got two. It almost got the same amount of upside that it has to the downside, the filling gap. So it's natural time to get in. You got to wait for other things to happen. And then with me and Mike on 5-10 minute daily situations, it's cool for us because we not the weekly swing traders. So you have to
Right.
wait, and we gonna kind of get those candles to go where y'all want. To where if we get it right here to down here, that's a lot of money to us. But somebody who's looking for a 2-3 week contract, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's so far down there. That's your target goal is that white line or this box.
Slow accumulation.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact y'all in faster trade, so it's a higher reward because it's riskier in a sense.
Yeah.
Because you're dealing with less time.
Yes.
So if you right, they rewarding you for being right because it's like you say 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. We'll go look at the other one because I know at least on the SPY when I was looking at it, you had I think you inside like a weekly and a daily gap also. But so Mike, that's kind of what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I'm waiting for a closure below here to finish this gap.
but guess what though? I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna be honest with you. The weekly can leave a gap. Like we don't have to come. I know we want the candles to behave.
But look, this is what I'm saying though. Like while I agree with you, this
Mhm.
bitch could just keep going down, but I'm probably not getting in nothing until we take out this low
Mhm.
on a 4 hour part. Now if they have something on the hourly, like we'll go through it and kind of see what's going on, but
Mhm.
Same thing.
Yeah.
You almost
So,
got to take out this low to say I'm going lower
yeah.
or come
So
see.
I just wanted to
Hmm?
I just wanted to explain
plastic, they got no walls and floors.
I just wanted to explain like look how beautiful that is. I just wanted to explain the change in the state of delivery from bullish to bearish so you know what's how the market to be on when you trading. You know what I'm saying? Like if you because I don't one thing I like when I first started trading futures, one thing that used to really kick my ass was I'm trying to sell the market and the market is bullish. I'm like, what? But this is a level. Why are you not selling from this level? But I had to understand, so now that, with this information that I'm trying to give to y'all, it'll be easier for you to see, okay, well, we closed below all these up close candles, all these green candles. We created a gap beyond this swing low. I'm taking this gap to the downside, to the next draw on liquidity. The next swing low is my exit. I'm taking it. You're not about to fake me out my trade. I'm taking it all the way there.
And I like it. Yeah, that's what I got.
So
Uh, yeah, it'll be the same little area.
my partner called me when the market was running Friday. My partner called me, and that boy was panicking. He was like, "Man, we supposed to be selling." No, no, no. I said, "Bro, I said, chill. It's gonna happen, though. We just chill."
Yeah, to look at, so go to another chart.
So in that instance, when you say your partner call you panicking, were y'all already in y'all trades?
No, no, no.
Or
I
what?
wasn't in the trade.
Okay, you was
This-
waiting on it to hit whatever your target was so you could get in it to take it down?
No, well, honestly, Ben, I had already traded. Like I took my trade to the downside before the market had opened. But
Okay.
because my target was this gap fill, this 1 hour gap fill,
Uh-huh.
that was it for me. So I kind of felt
Right.
like the market could probably rebound after we fill that gap.
This one?
Yeah, that one, the gap. No,
So
we that gap.
he was
And
he
a bigger
wasn't
one.
trading the futures.
Yeah, he was trading futures,
Yeah.
but
Or he
it
was
was the
trading
gap.
futures too?
What happens, Ben?
This gap, that gap
This
right
guy
there.
right here.
Yeah, I
So
was trading that gap fill.
this is why um
So dope.
so when Mike
God
Lord,
damn.
Yeah,
huh? Yeah.
Now I'm looking at,
that was a nice trade.
So
yeah.
look, so peep it. So look, this is a 1 hour trade that Mike talking about. You got the gap here. This is a 1 hour gap we just drew. So this candle closed inside of the gap. Mike's taking this to the downside because it gave confirmation. Closed inside the gap. We're gonna sell off, go fill it.
It's clear. It's clear
But
on the 5.
but then also with that, when me and him dealing with it for a while, you have the retracement part of it, right? So when the gap fill, it retraces. You have
It was
your
also a 4 hour
you
gap
have,
too.
you have your 4 hour gap, which is right here, this purple box. That also got filled. When it closed up here, one of these is a 4 hour candle close, come fill. Everything was giving you the confirmation to take this for the gap fill. Then we also know that you got your retracement, and then you got other keys. You got the RSI was low on here. This the 1 hour RSI. We went through that. We've been trading. All of us heard mention the RSI low on your 1 hour and your 4 hour, I believe, right, Mike?
Yes, sir. So it was,
Low.
it was a 4 hour
So
gap.
to try to push to the bottom of that pink box we showed y'all earlier, it's kind of like I'm taking my money now. This gap is filled. That's my target.
I'm done. No need
I'm
for me to
done.
even sit here no more.
I don't need to sell no more. Honestly, ironically, until we close outside the bottom of this 4-hour gap.
But here's a gotcha. It was a 1 hour gap, it was a 4 hour gap, as well as a daily gap.
A daily gap. We ain't even get on it.
That's
So it was
why I
all
was so.
confirmation.
That's why I was so.
Yeah, and all of them gave confirmation.
Yep.
So bam, you got your 4 hour that closed. Look at the purple box, y'all. You got the 4 hour that confirmed. It came, picked up people. You got this part, and it's sold off. It filled the 4 hour and the 1 hour in the daily, like he said. So there go your 4 hour confirmation, right? You go to, and this chart gonna look real ugly because you're putting all these things on top of it. You
Mhm.
got your daily that filled, that closed.
I
Oh,
think it missed. I think it missed filling the daily by 1 tick, bro.
nah,
1 tick.
I'm giving that.
That's a fill to me.
Is it a fill? So yeah, the 1 hour, the 4 hour, and this is a daily. We're on a daily right now. That's a daily gap, all stacked on top of each other. The purple box, the blue box, and this yellow box right here, all stacked on top of them. Each particular time frame we talking about closed inside its respective box, and it sold off every one of them, and then it retraced all of them.
So even if like, so even based off the information that I gave y'all this morning, so on a daily time frame, once we close below that last up close candle, that last up close candle should now be your resistance.
So
So
let me wait. I'm sorry. Just make sure I'm receiving this right.
go ahead.
You took it because that wick closed inside the box, correct?
What wick?
The one right next to it. Go to the
Right.
left. No, go to the left. Go
To
to
the
the
left.
left.
Right here. Left more?
Three more. Three
Right
more.
here.
Right there.
Yes.
That so because that wick closed inside that box for damn near every time frame is why I took it down low.
No. That the daily is the last one, right? So the
Okay.
daily is your biggest time frame in this whole scheme.
Right.
4 hour already gave confirmation, and then the 1 hour gave confirmation.
Okay.
Once all three of them gave confirmation, what happens is once all three of them gave confirmation, they actually, if you go at the smaller time frame, you will see that these candles wicked to this highest one and then drop. So how you
Okay.
see in this green candle, it actually
Yeah.
wicked to the top of your purple box and then just sold off.
But here's the thing. Here's the kicker. Here's the gotcha. So we changing the state of delivery happened Wednesday.
Yes.
Close below your last up close candle.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at it from I think that looked like I was looking at it wrong. I was looking at December 16 candle.
Hold on.
Just on the daily.
Okay.
Hold on. Now, which one are you looking at? This? Hold on. I got you.
Not that indecision, the one to the left of that.
One, the green candle to the left.
Yeah. You got your indecision right there, and then or your doji, and then you got that green candle to the left. That was the one I was looking at. Yeah.
This one? What about
Yeah.
it?
That's your gap candle. That's the top of your gap.
Yeah.
Right.
What about it?
So I'm sorry. No, I was saying what I was looking at was that y'all took that candle from there, but that kind of erased itself out because you go 2 more days over and it broke itself out that purple box.
Gap
Yeah.
bounce.
Yeah. No.
Oh,
After
yeah.
your doji. This
After-
on the daily, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So your first candle to the right, it broke itself out that box already, but
Look, Mark, let me break it down for you, bro. So look, you see the gap? What we talking about?
The daily.
Big green candle right here in the middle.
Wait, which one? What? Put your crosshair on it.
That's
This
your
candle.
gap
Okay,
candle,
yeah.
right?
Okay,
All
okay,
right.
yeah.
So once a gap is created, now the top of that gap where Winston at right now, that should be support.
Okay.
Right? So it was support. So you could call that a gap out.
Essentially, so how we've been talking, 3 candles. It did not fill in 3 candles, which is 1, 2, 3.
Right.
So now you're using this as support. When it came down and tested this gap, it bounced.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
did what it's supposed to do.
Right.
Y'all heard it before.
Couple
Now,
of
what
days
looks
later,
like a closure inside this 4-hour gap,
it
right
did close.
here.
It did close inside a 4-hour gap. It did,
but here you go.
but it wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. You gotta squeeze it. You know, pause. That's crazy. That's
The fuck?
crazy. That's it right there. Wayne, right here in the middle. Not that one. To your right. That's it right there.
This is that candle. But remember, although we trading, me and Mike is taking entry on a smaller trade. The reason we look at the bigger trade is because that gives us the bigger picture is the stronger move.
Mhm.
So even though this candle closed inside this gap, we knew that on the daily, it needed to bounce. Because this was the first time it came back to the daily gap. This created the daily gap on the 4-hour.
Okay, your blue is the daily gap.
Yes. So
Okay,
bam,
all right.
you got this one that closed inside the 4-hour gap. But this is the first time it's been back since it was created. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm not
Boom. Okay.
optimistic about it. It could push out. It could give you that resistance that it was talking about, even though it's broke. You heard me?
Yeah.
That's just whatever. Then you come over here. Now it made the daily gap, your blue one. So when it came down this time, I'm still not fucking with it because it ain't bounced on the daily yet. I'm already looking at the bigger time frame. And
Yeah,
then it
it just
bounced the
whipped that.
daily now. But this time when it come in here and close,
That's it.
and it closed on the daily too,
Take it.
let's go. Let's fucking go.
But then you could also look at the confluence that happened previously before that. Keep
So
closing.
y'all really been watching this for the last damn near 3 weeks then, basically.
Nigga, I've been
last year.
nigga,
Since 2003, nigga, I've been watching this.
I'm a street nigga. Say, bro.
Nah,
I've been watching this since
because look,
2000,
the reason
2023.
why I said that, because I'm going back now, because I remember when I was looking, I wasn't paying attention, but I was looking, I was like, damn, we came down to 469. And I remember like a week or two before Christmas, Mike was like, we going back to 469 and some shit like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Mike said that?
Yeah, Mike said
What
that.
are you
Damn.
talking about?
Damn, who that nigga Mike is, bro? I need that nigga autograph.
So the thing that I'm taking from this is that even if we do bounce out this shit, you know what I'm saying, and it took 2 weeks or so, you still got to come back and, like y'all say, feel the shit that it took off from at some point.
Yeah. So look, let me tell you like this. So the market leaves gaps for a reason. The gaps are inefficiencies. So
Right.
market leaves those gaps to return to those gaps later. The market, the market likes to be balanced. So the market leaves a gap in its week going to the upside. You could believe that it's gonna come back and fill that gap. It might not come back and fill that gap tomorrow or the next week, but it's gonna come back and fill that gap. Because the market truly loves to be balanced.
Yeah.
So like I was explaining to you earlier, like when the market, like, and even me and Wendy's had these conversations. When the market was when a market is trying to go in a certain direction and it means business to a certain direction, they don't give a fuck about gaps and all that shit. It's gonna lead them gaps. Don't worry about them gaps.
I'm about to help him out, bro. I can help him out. I just
Hey,
thought
look at
about
this.
this one.
Yeah.
I just thought about this.
Yep.
You know what the gap is, Maul, Ben, Dale? When you're coming around from by the east on that little U by the Superdome, and the nigga slacking, and they got that gap in the line, and you gotta make a decision. Is it going Claiborne or you staying on? We taking the
Dude,
gap,
that's
bruh.
stupid, bro.
We're taking the gap. They leave it open.
Oh,
I'm
man.
in there.
Yeah, real.
That's an inefficiency in traffic. Everybody know what we're
Bruh.
talking about.
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
That's a good.
man.
That's a good
They have
analogy, dog.
cars, they touching each other. I can't get in there. But as soon as we see one of them bitches, we like, oh yeah. And guess what?
Load up.
Load up. And look,
Move
you
over,
might
bitch.
be
I'm
all the
coming
way in
in.
the back. You might be like 5 cars like back here. You might be back here. Hold on, let me get to it. So you might be back here. Let's say you driving right here. You see them boys touching, but you see the gap up there. Soon as my car peep his head right here, I'm going in there. Let me get my whole body up there. Let me feel that. Let me fill that gap for y'all.
But look,
There it is.
Winston,
Voila.
see, Winston, while you playing, that's the gap. That's why I truly see Price coming back to this
Right
gap.
here?
Yep. Yep.
Ooh.
That's why I see Price coming back to.
Ooh. That's a lot, bro.
So look, so
We're not that far off, though. Ain't number 130 points.
No, that's a weekly gap too.
that's why I said that, bro. Yes,
Going
sir.
all the way down there?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Bruh,
Oh yeah.
we go down there, we go on the fucking, yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're going to 355.
Oh yeah.
Shout
Let
out
me
to
ask you this,
Luke.
dog.
Oh,
What's the so okay, you can make money just being patient and waiting to play the gaps. What's the
Shit, yeah.
biggest downside what get you caught up and fucked up with just trying to play the gaps? Or like what's the biggest thing you gotta look out for?
I can tell you the problem with it. For me, I'm confident in the gaps. Mike has mastered the price action and gaps. So I'm waiting on one trade, but he has made it to where he could take multiple different types of trade. I only find comfort in the gap trade because it's like I said, it has to be corrected. Whereas him, he can look at price action in different order blocks. That's what it's order blocks. So as I'm trying to get more fluent with the order blocks, he's already there. So he's able to take more trades and not necessarily, I have to really just be, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Whereas he's probably in 5 or 6 trades already. He's in other confirmations to where even if the cap came, he don't even need to play it because I didn't took 4 trades already Wednesday. I don't need to necessarily play the gap.
So the
Yeah,
order
bro,
blocks are
I
within
don't take that many trades, dog.
No, not you get what I'm saying though, right?
Yeah.
Not those 4 trades could come within. Like we waiting on this weekly gap to come. Hold on. Let's say if we were waiting on this weekly gap to get filled, or even this one, like if I waited on that, Mike would have been in took
2 or 3 trades.
2 or 3 trades throughout the whole. Let's call it the whole week though. He took 3 trades that whole week. That's not a lot of trades. That ain't 50 trades.
Right.
That's 3 trades. That's every other day he took a trade. But I was just waiting on this to happen. Now here go the kicker. I'm still not in the trade yet because I just got confirmation. They just let me put the front of my car in there, and now they just slow down and they gonna let me in. You see what I'm saying?
right. So while you waiting on the setup to show you it's time to get in to catch it down, Mike, you didn't mastered on how to ride it up before it's time to come down.
You didn't call order blocks. Yeah.
So look, because that's why I be on that 5. The 5 minute. So remember how I was telling you, like the trade setups happen on the smaller time frames before it happened on the larger time frames.
Mm-hmm.
So the 5, it happens on the 5 first, 5, then the 15, then all that, in order like that. But the 5 minute really be telling you the story. But then also when trading the 5 minute, you still got to be patient too. You can't just hop in all willy-nilly. You have to have a setup. You got to have a setup. You got to have a setup and a reason why you're taking this trade. Because if not, you're gonna be barbecue chicken. So don't
Yeah,
just
no,
think
I'm
that
with
I
you.
got this shit all figured out. Because I don't win every trade I take. Sometimes
That would just be he was asking what the downside was.
but the
My
gaps.
downside to the gap is that let's say right here, man, you got this gap. This is a 1 hour gap, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm waiting for this to close. I'm also being mindful that, okay, if it closes in here, I also wanted to take out this. So that's just different reasoning with me playing it. Like, okay, I need to make sure this get taken out, whatever. But in between that, if I don't get this trade, now look at how much time I got to wait for another gap to occur.
And look, bro, and
Nothing. These is hours on hours on hours on hours of candles that
you
I
gotta
have
be
No
made a
gap was
trade.
created.
No
right.
gap is created. So that's the downside to only playing gaps is that it's not normal behavior.
So
So you're
look,
waiting for the market to act
Right,
unnormal.
but I mean, but if you can master that and be patient, then you can just put more money on a more confident trade,
yeah,
which to me is
you use
smarter
more leverage.
because you still gonna make profit rather than risking and gambling 39 times and lose every last one of them over the course of a month, 2 months, then just wait on the one setup that nah, I ain't gonna say for sure, because nothing for sure, but you got a real high conviction that what is gonna happen. I'd rather just load up on that. I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to be I hate to admit it, I'm trying to be a Hoover, bro. I'm a Hoover right now. I ain't put nothing in on the weed, but I want to hit it, Jeremy. I've been watching and listening to y'all, Richard and my other partner Willie, they've been trading the futures too. So I'm trying to learn from y'all mistakes without losing my money and making the same mistakes. That's why I'm asking these questions and stuff, because sometimes y'all hit big, sometimes y'all fuck them up, but then I know, niggas be losing too. Like you said, Mike, I know you're not winning every trade, you heard me, but that ain't what it's about, you heard me. It's about winning more than you
How you
lose,
doing?
you heard me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So,
So look, I can tell you
The
this,
other,
Ben. Let
I'm
me tell
about
you
to
this
tell
too,
you, the other
Ben.
kick to that, Ben, is that
mhm.
let's
Trying to
say,
use the bank.
let's go back to like you waiting on it's what you trading, right?
Mhm.
So let's say you waiting on go to the weekly we were looking at. Let's go to weekly.
Right.
Okay.
I'm convinced though that trading these futures is like this simplifies it because now you ain't got to chase all them different stocks and all that shit. And I can tell from all of y'all, you can make money this way here.
Yeah,
For
On a
yeah.
sure,
small
for sure.
time frame, because now look at this. This is the big move. This weekly will have you paid, right?
Mhm.
But just how we said it can go up this whole week, now you need more than just this candle lingering because that's not like proper behavior. You see what
Right.
I'm saying? So now I done waited for this. I'm waiting for the week for it to close inside the week. Now this is not enough. So I didn't got the confirmation, but this is not enough because it didn't close in there without leaving another gap. So now I gotta wait for more because if I get in now and load more money and this bitch go all the way up
You
here,
hit.
you not hit. You're fucked. You're,
Right.
Super cook.
you're super.
Supercut.
You're not gonna even be able to take this bitch back down at all.
Get liquidated.
Yeah, him
So
him
now,
gone.
yeah, him gone. That's a wrap. But
You got the toaster? All right.
within that is like you waited this whole time for that to happen to say, all right, I'm gonna put more money because this the better move. It's clear, it's whatever. You don't know what that timing looks like. It has to present itself. I guess with all of them, really, it have to present itself, and then you deploy what. To me, I would say, I'm putting my capital out versus the risk. So like I told you, it's in the middle. It could go all the way down here, it can go down. Whereas if I got it right here, it ain't going too far. You see what I'm saying? But the downside of my upside, which is the downside of the market, is more profitable if I wait for it to come up here. And then I can deploy the same amount of cash and let the move gracefully give me my money. You see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put more money. I'm gonna look at, all right, this is a bigger gap. So I'm gonna take this gap because I can put the same amount of money that's gonna pay me out more. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it got more movement.
It got more movement. So I wouldn't say wait, and then all right, take more money on this one. More. No, I want to, okay. If I skip this gap and wait for the other one, now I can put that there. It's gonna give me more confirmation. And this one is 40 points versus the 10 points I was gonna take.
Right.
But I was
And you
always
just let that one play make you more money because it got a further distance to travel. So
yes,
it's gonna pay more.
yes. Because the other part that happened, like if we go back to option days, Mike knew that I'm only playing a certain contract for a certain amount. Because what was happening with all of us that was in there is, all right, I paid 200 for this contract. I won 800. I paid 1,000 for this contract. I lost that contract. Then I went back with the 2 for this contract, and I made 300. Then I spent 400 on this one. And then by us mixing the numbers that we paid for these contracts, we wasn't keeping track of what we was winning and losing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
I don't
like,
really like talking. I don't really like talking about the past,
all right, well,
especially with options,
what I'm saying
because
is,
it
but
make me
always
feel
put
like
the same amount. Always put the
it
same
make me
amount.
feel like a nigga from out of town on Canal Street getting stopped by one of them niggas with the ball under the bottle cap, and I'm tapping my partners and my old lady and my children, telling them, "Give me your money, I got them," and then he
Now
got
look,
me. You
Ben,
hear me?
I'm happy
Yeah.
you said that. What's the gotcha on that one? They tell
On
you
what? The
put
nigga
10
on
up.
Canal Street?
Yeah, they tell you put 10 up, right? You
Yeah.
put the 10, you win 100. And then what a nigga do after that? I'm about to put 50 up. They don't go back with the same 10 that they won 100 with. Why
Yeah,
not?
nigga get greedy because nigga got.
So bam, when I could have went with another 10 and he didn't, I could keep hitting you for this 100, or that nigga gonna tell you gotta roll.
Right.
That's what he trying to do. All right, put 20 up, bet it back. Bet the 100. They try to, that's all that is. I'm gonna let you win the small, I'm gonna take you on the big one.
Right.
Bud did it to him out there, man. No, I won't bet 10 again. Them niggas random. You hear me? You gotta get from over here, bro. Cause they waiting for you to put up that big money, and then that's when the trick come out. So
Right.
with all of it, if you can get a set price on whatever your contract gonna be, and it's for everybody, I'm spending. If I don't have the setup to spend $20 on that contract, my stop loss, like me and Mike got our stop losses. I love a bigger target, but my stop loss gonna stay the same. I'm only looking to lose this much. I'll move my target. I don't move my stop loss because all I want to lose every trade is $50, $20, whatever that number is. So if that don't meet my criteria, then that like it focuses. You're not taking every trade at this point because not all of them is gonna fit the criteria of what you want to lose. I'm not trying to. I don't know. All right, this one, okay, check off $10 and I can make 50. Perfect. Let me take that one every time. And then you might say, oh, $10, And on this time, the gap is bigger. So that $10 I'm risking, I could make 200. You see what I'm saying? It
Mhm.
comes.
Hey guys, listen.
Go ahead.
Not to change the subject or anything, but if we could go back to the 1 hour chart, I had something else that I wanted to explain because I remember Ben was asking about the gaps, and I think this would be helpful to you too, Win.
Okay. Or then, right before you go, Mike, hold on. So, if y'all see, wait. Just to piggyback on what I'm saying, the yellow box is a gap, right? And then this is an hourly gap too. So let me move this one up.
I'm glad you put the gap right there because that's exactly what I was going to draw my attention to.
So look, y'all, this yellow gap right here, that's a 1 hour gap, and then this one's a 1 hour gap. So you risk the same amount, but this gap made you more money. You see what I'm saying? It made you more money because it's a bigger gap. Then this one you risk the same amount of money, and there's a smaller gap. But that just lets you know is a variety of them. You got the same stop loss, and sometimes you're going to get more on those gap fills than
Right. It's just all on the setup. You don't determine what the setup is. You just gotta recognize it.
I just know how much I'm willing to risk.
Right. Well,
Man,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, if you keeping that the same, or you could change up your risk depending on how you feeling, I guess, I'm sure. No different than betting, like you said, Jeremy. But I'm just saying, you're not gonna create the setup. The setup gonna create itself. You just gotta be able to recognize. That's what I need
Yeah, you gotta
to
train
draw
your
my
eyes to see it.
focus on. Yeah, I need to learn how to recognize what's going on. So to have the confidence to know which way to go, you heard me? I don't feel comfortable putting my money in right now because I know for a fact I need to learn more on recognizing the setups and when to deploy my bread, you heard me? You know what I'm saying? But I do want to try to get involved more with the future trading, but not until I'm ready, dog. So,
You could
I'm just trying to
sim trade
learn.
it. You could sim
Huh?
trade it, Ben. I said you could
Yeah, but
sim trade it.
even before I sim trade, Ma, I know I got more to learn to
Yeah,
understand. You know what I'm saying? I need to
yeah.
really understand. It feel like it's so much information, and I bullshitted a lot last year with not learning. That would have been a better time because y'all was like learning more. Y'all kind of then got it now, and now I know I'm kind of late to the party in the sense, you hear me? But I'm trying to just dial back in, bro. That's all. But I'm baby steps, you hear me? And I
Every
kind of feel better
and
because
look, and
I'm
I'm gonna tell you
confident
right
that
now, Ben,
y'all know more. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all been actually doing it.
I mean,
if this don't work
everything
out,
Ben just said, that's me in a nutshell. I'm the nigga that was in the back of the class that put my head down and fell asleep.
Yeah, facts. You hear me?
well, I think
Facts.
Mike is that old 40-year teacher. You heard me? That taught y'all kids. They're gonna be able to come to the Zooms and get
Man,
all
shut
the
Mike
up, man.
Mike that nigga with the ruler won't pop niggas on their hand
But
and shit.
look, y'all.
Look, y'all,
Look,
honestly, if
Win,
none of this shit work, we could go trade coupon. Go ahead, Mike.
Don't say that shit. Don't say that shit, bro. Don't say it. So look, on like for intraday, on intraday time frames, 4 hour, 1 hour, 5 minute, 10 minute, whatever. The most potent gaps are when we coming off the highs or when we coming off the lows. This gap that we created to the upside after we filled the 1 hour gap, you could call it a retracement, but we was coming off the lows, right? So then we made the gap, and then we look how we respected the gap. Those are the most potent gaps on any time frame. Write that down in your notes. I know what I'm talking about. The most
And wait,
potent
wait,
gaps.
you saying that because it played the top and the bottom of the gap fully more
No,
than
what
one
I'm saying
time?
is, when a gap is created, a gap could be created. Hold up, bro. Let me go somewhere else. I'm acting up in there. So what I'm saying is a gap could be created at times throughout the day, right?
Mhm.
But the ones that have the most respect or the most, what's the word I want to use?
More promise.
The more potent are the ones that are created off the highs and off the lows. So if you have a swing high that we see and we take that high out, and then from that high we create a gap to the downside, that's the gap that you looking at to play. That's what I'm trying to play. That's you. Yeah. What's up? What
So
Key
you
Carol
follow
said? What's up?
right here.
That's the gap you want, bro. Like even on smaller, even on a 5 minute, those are the gaps that prove to be the best gaps to trade. Now, a gap can get made at any time throughout the day. Like, but those gaps get violated. Like even right there, look at that gap right there, one to your left. See that gap? Bitch got violated. Got violated. So those gaps that are created, off the highs and off the lows, those are called displacement gaps. The ones that I think we spoke about this earlier. When you close above the high. So we took out the low. I'm gonna walk you through this gap right here. We took out the low down here, created a gap. That gap took out the most recent high. You see that high right there? The gap took that shit out, moved higher, came back into the gap, and I've been using the gap as support. See that?
Yeah. So you said that's a stronger
That's a
gap
stronger,
setup.
yeah. So you know how you got roaches and you got flying cockroaches?
Yeah.
That's a flying cockroach. That's
That bitch
the one you
dangerous.
like, yeah.
Yeah,
Instead of
that bitch is violating. What that bitch ain't know you can fly?
yeah. So
That's
you
a
got
super
roaches,
roach. A
and you
super
got
roach.
flying cockroaches.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a difference. That's the big difference. And this happens on all time frames.
Hey, buddy.
From 5 minute to 10 minutes to 15 to whatever you comfortable with. If you're comfortable with the 5 minute, if you're comfortable with the 10 minute like Winston be on the 10 or the 15 minute or the 1 hour, whatever you're comfortable with, and you see
And you
these
said
gaps,
the technical term for that is a displacement gap.
a displacement gap. Yeah, so a displacement gap happens. We be coming off the high or the low, meaning we take out the low and then we displace above the previous high, right? That we did. We close above it. We took that high out. So meaning we took all them people that was short from right there, we took them out the market. Because that's where their stops was at. We took them out the market and we continue higher. We created a gap. So now this gap that's a displacement gap. So that gap should support us. Now, in event that this gap does not support us and we close below that gap, now you use the bottom of that gap as resistance. I know I say it a lot. I'm gonna say it again.
Notes, dog. So I could, once we've done with our Zoom, when I be at work and shit, I could start doing my own little studying on some of this shit, try to find more information, little
Watch these
textbook
last two,
information to read
baby.
up on, bro.
I got the computer back up. I'm gonna post this one too. But
Mhm.
watch
So
last week, and then you can watch this one also. And then I see, I know you, so you're gonna come with your questions about anything you're uncertain about. So that's what I would do. I would just watch the YouTube, which I was talking about on there. And like Maul said, you can sim trade on here.
Right.
So I would be sitting with some charts, even with like now. I don't know what he'd be doing at the time, but he'd be in here. So some of these even some of the language that we using,
I'm here.
I think once he get in front of the chart and actually see like candles moving, he probably able to do a lot more than he think. Cause he always in his motherfucker, and we always saying the same shit.
That nigga be soaking up
But I
all the
think-
information.
Yeah, I think y'all need to just get in front like some moving charts, just to kind of see. Y'all looking at the aftermath of all this, and it's not moving anymore. But you'll start seeing shit, and now you actually using your brain to say, all right, this bitch should go down from here. This bitch should go up from here. We showing y'all something that after it happened. That's easy to say what it's gonna do because it showed you what it did.
Right.
Right.
Be actually in the game, like I know he gonna come here and then go there. That's a different thing.
Yeah, to be
It's a
actually
different feeling to it.
have your jersey.
Right. When it's live.
Yeah.
I got you.
But not even live. I mean, even on here, you can go back and pick a random day and they'll play it back in simulation. You know what I'm saying?
Like kind of like in real time, so you can see
Yeah.
everything how it was moving, not just the end result.
And then you
Yes,
can
sir.
pause and say if it went wrong, if it went right, you can be like, all right, why this one didn't work? You know what I'm saying? I was doing this and we all could pull it up. You dig? Maybe we do something like that next week, Mike.
Yeah, we can do that.
Just pick a random day and then we, speed it up or whatever. All right, bop, bop, bop. Some shit like
Hopefully,
that.
we get a day with some good action in it, Jeremy. That way, nigga could really see.
That's why he's on the 5 minute. And that's the other fault with me. I be on the hourly I be trying to take hourly trades.
Say when?
There's so many 10-minute trades because I'm waiting on hourly confirmation. You get what I'm saying? Whereas
shits and
I've been
giggles,
talking
man.
to him more, and now, although I get in on the 10-minute, I'm not watching the 10-minute gaps. I'm watching hourly gaps. That's why you see all this yellow on my shit. I just drew these blue lines, which is my 10-minute. But I have a lot of hourly gaps, Mark, that you might I have 2 hourly gaps when I could have had 10-minute gaps. See what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. You
So-
consolidating and
Yeah,
just making your decision based on the hourlies now.
Yeah.
Then
I'm-
kind of cluttering your mind and your chart with all these 10-minute drawings on it.
No, I need those because I could have been in and out of the trade in 10 minutes. You see what I'm saying? But I'm waiting on the bigger, like you said, I'm waiting on that bigger move when I could have took, you see how they got this gap up here?
Uh-huh.
I could have took a 10-minute gap to this gap. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Still my same setup, just on a smaller time frame versus me waiting hours upon hours for it to come back to this gap.
Say when?
What's up?
Go to the 5 minute right quick, bro. I just want to see something right quick.
If it load up, my computer. Ah, damn. Look at this.
So look. Check this out.
Let me move it.
So look.
Go ahead.
This validates my point again. So
Look at
these
all the
lows-
gaps on up there. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
these the lows down here, right? See them lows?
Mm-hmm.
Coming off the lows. Now check this out. This gonna fuck your head up. We created a gap. We created a gap going to the lows.
Where you at? Right here.
That gap right here, created that gap. Boom, took out the lows. We reversed, created another gap. Winston, this is the same shit I was telling you about the other day, them inversion fair value gaps.
Uh-huh.
So now,
This one?
Yep. So look, so now we closed above that gap that took us to the low. We closed above that high that took us to the low, right? On the 5 minute. This is why I be on the 5 minute, because the trade's happening fast.
This one, right?
Yep, we took that out. So, but that's not what I'm looking at. I'm looking at this closure above the gap that took us to the lows. Right? So now We close above that. Now I'm looking to get in. I'm looking to get in at the top of that gap, the top of your line, the top of that yellow line, yellow box right here.
Right.
That's entry to the upside. Now you can be like, okay, so what I'm taking this to. So now you got to go to a higher time frame to see what we taking this to. That's a golden trade. Now, me personally, I only took it for 10 points. I took it from 18 to 28.
40 ticks.
All
40.
it takes. That's all I need. I'm
500 per.
49. But well, all I'm saying that to say this: your most potent gaps come off your lows or your highs. This gap came off your low, and we left it. Now this my playground. This is the 5 minute. This is where I be at. So you notice how like the gaps that are in the middle of the range that he highlighting, they get violated because those are not your most potent gaps. Now this is on the 5 minute time frame. The gaps that come off the high, that look at the gap that we created coming off the high that we took out. Whatever high we took out up here at 47.60, we created a gap. That's
Wait.
your
Sorry, right here. Which one?
go higher, 47.60 up there. Boom,
First-
off your highs, create a gap,
Yeah.
left it. That's your most potent gaps. Now this happens on the smaller time frames first. So if you look at a higher time frame, you'll be able to see, but like, oh shit, okay, this why this happened. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I live and die on the 5 minute.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just me. So it's the 5, the 15, and the 1 hour. Sometimes the 4 hour, if the 1 hour not giving me enough information, then I go to the 4.
But then,
But you checking those shorter intervals first.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm trading at 5 minute all day.
and here
All day,
go.
all night.
That's what I was saying. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got 8 gaps within
But you gotta know which
like a day
ones.
within a 24-hour span.
But you gotta know which ones that are the ones that are most potent and the ones that are not. So just like I was telling you, like the ones that come off the highs and the ones that come off the lows. Even this big gap right here in the middle of the range, that bitch, that ain't mean shit. We closed, we bounced it for sure, but then we closed, we violated it. That was it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because if the gaps that come off the highs and the lows are the ones that you want. That's the ones that's gonna tell you the direction we're going in, whether it be for 15 minutes or 30 minutes. You don't need to be right all day. You just need to be right for 5, 10 minutes. But like, I made my $750. I'm good. I'll come back tomorrow. That's it. Like you don't gotta know the direction of the market and the Nostradamus, kettlebell, big warrior, big dipper. You don't gotta know all that. You just gotta know what you need to know to make money.
Right.
That's all.
Right. And everything ain't gotta be a home run. You just need
Everything gotta be a home run, bro.
to base hit, get your money, get up out the way.
Base hits
Rinse
play the
and
mortgage,
repeat.
bro.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
Base hits play the mortgage, dog. You get a base hit three days out the week for a month. You fucking $1,000. Come on, man. What we talking about?
Yeah, that's better than working.
That's what I'm saying. So what we talking about? What we talking about?
Man, I'm
But
following
I
you.
just want to bring this to your attention. So when you looking at gaps, you know which ones are the real ones and the ones that's kind of like, you trying to fake me out, bitch.
Right. See, that's why I was saying this important for me because y'all helping me kind of get rid of the fluff, you heard me? Instead of
Yeah.
like trying to learn this, that, all that, I could just kind of specifically learn what I'm need to be dealing with. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Not
Mhm.
saying that some of the other stuff don't help, because I'm pretty sure all the information, good information, you're gonna use it to your benefit, you heard me? But if I know what to just focus on, this might be, trading it this way might be the best way. You know what I'm saying? The most cost efficient way too. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I'm trying to be as simple as possible and make me some bread.
Mhm.
Period.
Yep.
And this don't
understand
require
you.
you being in the market all day.
All
Seem
day.
like either, you hear me? You
Right.
get to do what you need to do and then go on with your life, bro. Work-life balance, you hear me?
That's
Your
it.
work ain't all day, you
That's
know,
it.
and it's profitable at the same time.
That's it. So you
Yeah.
go do your thing. You know what I'm saying? You got, go do your side hustles after that, whatever. That's it.
No, respect.
Yes, sir. Man, I'm now you in them 440s?
Yep.
Hey, bro, don't make me a meme in the group, dog. He coming.
What you got? 440s? How long now?
Expiration date on the 19th,
Oh no, now it's the 31st.
the 31st. All right, I'll buy another one on tomorrow for the 31st. I only brought two.
I might have to go give me somebody to grab money.
This is interesting. I can see this.
Yes, sirski.
How you feel about that one, Mike?
What you talking about?
We got our weekly gap right here.
Uh-huh. We close inside of it. That's about to fail.
No, we didn't.
But we did. We closed right on top of it. Son of a bitch.
One, two, three. Are we bouncing?
That bitch can't go too far.
That's what I'm thinking. Then on the 1 day, I know on the 1 day though, but we still closed inside this 1 day gap, which is here to here. So I got 464 on the radar.
Well, that's why I said. This is why I said by the 440. Look at the monthly. Here's why I say that.
Fuck.
Listen. God bless the truth.
Thank you.
God bless the truth.
Here's why I said by them 440s. Money does not like to leave what, guys?
Gaps.
Price.
Gaps. The money does not like to leave gaps. The gap was created in November.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's not this from my own experiences. The money usually fills
Experience is the best teacher. Keep talking.
the money usually fills those gaps. That's why I was like, oh, get these because there's really no reason for the market to go any higher right now. Now it could go higher. It could do whatever the fuck it wants. But based on the candles, there's really no reason for the market to go to 480 or 490. No reason for that. It's a good opportunity for you to take this. Even if it don't go all the way to 440, let's say you go to 450. That's a good contract. You still made money. You know what I'm saying? But the money does not like to leave gaps. That's on any
God bless you.
chart.
Damn, I thought I was on.
On any chart that you looking at, the money does not like to leave gaps. Whether it be we trade futures, we trade Apple, we trade Tesla, whatever it is, the monthly doesn't like to leave gaps. Now you can find gaps on a smaller time frame, daily, weekly, whatever. But the monthly, nah. Market kind of clean that up. But I've been wrong before. But I don't think I'm wrong about this one.
And I done lost money before. So if this don't work out, it won't be the last time it don't work out. I'm sure.
Man, it's good to hear your voice in here again, Ben, bro.
Been a minute.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna try my best, brother. Like I said, I'll be paying attention and reading the messages, bro. I had some other things working, bro, getting things leveled out. I feel like it's time to try to dial back in, bro. Hold me accountable, bro. I'm gonna try my best, bro.
For sure, for sure, for sure.
Like I said, right now I'm in the just trying to really fully understand. Which I got some knowledge, like when I said been around, I know the terminology, I do understand certain things, but I got some other partners too who be following, indirectly following y'all, indirectly talking more to Winston, and they all, been on the future kick too. So everybody kind of been pushing for me to get with it, and I'm hearing y'all, bro. So my interest is there.
For sure. That's good to hear, dog. So this was the first thing, the first order of business though, Ben.
Talk to me.
Put some money in your brokerage account and buy you some SPY 355.
I've been around long enough to know what that's about too. Hey, bro, it's a new year, bro. Y'all need to bring Luke back, dog. Stop being like that, bro. Y'all ain't gotta bring Trucker back, bro, but bring Luke back, dog. Lou, a original member, dog, of the Temptations, you hear me?
Oh man, ain't nobody come to see you, Otis.
Don't fucking treat Lou like that, bro. I'm rooting for Lou. I'm rooting for Lou, dog. Y'all niggas cold, bro.
But nah, bro.
That's
Yeah,
mine.
y'all.
Go put something on your feet. Go see mom.
It's a little chilly. It's a little chilly.
Oh, come on, lay back down there.
Them boy, he must have stepped away from the computer.
Good negative pressure.
Or SPX. There we go.
On Saturdays, we get together, we do as a family.
That's nice.
Come, join us, okay? It's not.
Time frame this is daily. Yeah, it's a daily.
I'm not gonna say it.
That's unfair.
No. Get over it. Life isn't always fair.
Come on, Dylan, it's gonna be fun. I don't have fun doing stuff like this. What even is this?
I don't know if you haven't even tried.
Look, I'm not interested in no back to what I was saying. I got business I can handle. This ain't my speed level.
See what? Wait, boy, there's no stealing in here.
It's style.
Oh, yes, I have tons of steel toe boots.
Y'all have y'all toys up in the living room?
You can finish
Huh?
whatever.
Go pick your toys up in the living room.
Because children is coming.
Or daddy friend coming over for a little bit.
And children.
I think it's just one kid, not children.
Them kids be looking for them kids, boy.
Man, what?
Oh, you ready to party?
It's children is coming.
Yeah.
She still asleep. She laying on me, fucking knocked out.
You ready to party? Can you tell them that I have a whole bunch of slime you can play with? And
No, they don't.
Yeah, not in my house either.
Boy, look, what she don't know is nigga just threw a Play-Doh away last night when they went to sleep. Boy, that fucking Play-Doh's all over the place, boy. I don't know why my brother brought that shit.
Your brother got kids?
Yeah, he got kids.
Oh man, bro, it be them people that don't have kids that be buying shit like that.
Your brother don't like you.
Bro, slime.
He don't know no better, bro. It's all this the
Slime
younger brother. He the
and
wild
Play-Doh?
one.
Oh man. Trash.
Especially the Play-Doh.
Yeah. I told my son, bro,
Let
Blake,
your sister help you put your clothes on.
I said, bro, if you leave your play door open, it's gonna dry out. First time the nigga opened, he left that shit open. I said, I bet.
Plato did a
Go,
Houdini, huh? Now you
Scooby,
see, now you don't.
They don't care about that
right in
shit.
the trash.
Trust
Bloosh.
me.
You like, Dad, where my
Children
play door
don't
at,
care
dog?
about
Oh, you
shit.
had it.
They don't care about your walls. They don't care about your baseboards. Don't
Oh,
get me
bro, I got
started,
so
bro.
many fingerprints, dog.
Don't get me started, bro.
Man, I'm thinking, I gotta paint my house. Fucking with them.
How old the smallest ones are? You got
My
little ones
youngest
like me.
one. My youngest
Yeah, well,
one.
yeah, you might well wait about 5
About another
years
three
before you do that.
years.
You hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, because
yeah.
you're gonna be doing that shit 4, 5 years in a row. You start now, brother.
That nigga,
Trust me.
that, man. But it ain't him. It ain't him. It's my 4-year-old. He think
Got
he's
got one of
Spider-Man.
them too.
That nigga think he's Spider-Man, son. So I got nothing but fingerprints and footprints.
Right. Look like they run and put their hand wherever they see glass or windows.
Oh
That
my
shit getting
God.
marked up. Yeah, they disrespectful people, bro. I ain't lying. Love them, but they so disrespectful.
Oh man.
Once the computer died,
Oh no! I was talking to you and you ain't answer me. You heard me?
oh
But I
no,
was
I had
on
my
mute.
little boy,
I
was
was on
FaceTime. I
mute.
had to jump out right quick.
No, I was on mute.
Oh,
Like but I'm thinking you must have got off. You heard me? But, I was asking what number you had for SPX.
I didn't. I haven't looked at the chart. I haven't looked at anything about the last 2 weeks to be
Wait,
honest with
hold on. Before you pull that on, let me screenshot this SPY right quick. So I
XP.
can what you had up there for now. That way even if I don't
Damn.
get in that, I just want to track it.
Oh, the spy.
Despite.
Spy 440.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I want the screenshot the
Mm.
chart, you hear me? Just so I could track it, even if I don't get in it. Cause that's another thing I gotta be better at, bro. Y'all be talking about stuff and I be listening, and then after the Zoom, I don't follow until one of y'all put one of y'all Negro Damas messages in the chat. You heard me?
All that
Then
shit
we,
line out the same, man.
yeah. What does it get that thing out the middle of the screen, Winston?
Spy high was 477. I thought it was higher than that.
As long as you're in this house, you gotta follow all rules and be 11 member of that. Yep. Cool. High five.
Now, how long you been in yours for a week now? You been in
He
contract for a
got
week
that
now?
shit Friday.
I brought it
Right.
Friday.
Oh, all right. They was decent price at a decent price, or
The one, I mean, I brought the wrong one. Mike told me the 31st, and I'm gonna go buy some Monday, but it was $22.
oh, that ain't bad.
Oh man, I ain't all right, cool. Cause
That's a FanDuel lottery ticket, $22.
Yeah, I brought two, so fuck 44.
yes, sir.
I told Winston not to get off topic, bro. One of my partners hit Friday, dog, $140 on FanDuel. You heard me? That boy bet two $20 tickets, $100 ticket, and they hit 30 bands.
Mm-mm-mm.
30 bands.
Mm-mm.
And
Goddamn.
a hockey game took him home. You heard me? He could have cashed out for 10 bands and let it ride. He needed a hockey team to score 2 goals. Nigga scored the second goal with 5 seconds left in the game. That bitch hit off a nigga foot and went in. Nigga ain't even knocked that bitch in. That nigga won the 30 piece, dog.
Damn.
So that's crazy.
If it's for you, it's for you.
All flat.
Yeah, on all flat. You ain't lying now. If it's for you, it's for you. Ain't nothing they can do about it, dog.
Man.
Oh, that boy pulling up the contract. See where they at. And y'all say it's sitting on top of the gap right now. So potentially it could bounce up higher and the contract could get even cheaper this week, huh?
Yep. That's crazy. The Saints will not be on my TV today.
At all, for no reason.
Even though, bro, we playing the Falcons too, dog. Nigga, I hate the Falcons. But still.
That's probably gonna be the best game they have all year, bro. That bitch going over.
Boy, Harry was so packed last night.
Oh, yeah?
Fucking right.
That's what all the people in the city for. That's fucking people from Atlanta there.
Yep.
I ain't think about that, bro, because I don't be keeping up with the Saints. But somebody asked me last night, man, why they got all this traffic? I think that was Dwight. Why they got all this traffic out here? People from Atlanta outside.
That is.
Catch you something in that 470 something range. Probably get your contracts even cheaper. Believe that. I got it. One, you could go ahead and I know Maul's waiting on you to pull up the XPS, huh? X.
Yeah, we
I
just
got my-
taking a gander at it.
Yeah.
All this shit should line up the same. Just trying to see where I'm gonna take my cheap contract at and try to flip it 200-300%.
You doing the same thing? Playing it down to the 40s, what is it, 4740, 4640?
Whatever we got for that day. I mean, you
So
know,
look.
for the week.
I mean, you playing it for the monthly gap field, I'm saying?
No.
Or you
Because see, with the gap fills, it's different from ES than what it would be on SPX and SPY. And the reason being is that, again, you got to play it on like a 0 DTE, but you don't get like with SPY, you're not gonna get the movement that you might get on SP on ES. Like 10 points on ES ain't number like a dollar on SPY. Even less than that. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So what they grab with that, they getting bread. You ain't making no money with no contract off SPY like that.
Yeah,
Right.
SPX.
Yeah, SPY be acting like a little booty, son.
Hey, bro.
Hey,
Not that I know. Not that I know.
look,
That's just what I heard. That's just what I
That's
heard.
what you heard?
That's what I
so
heard.
Maul, the problem I got with SPX is that it closed inside the gap, then it came right back outside and closed outside. But on the SPY, it closed inside the gap and it can't get back outside of it.
Yeah.
Your candle is still printing, even though it's green in the
When I get
downtrend.
off Zoom, we're gonna play football, all right?
You got a lower high, and a lower low.
Can't wait for them
Yeah.
niggas about this.
Even though the candle's green. So this is one of the ones where you have to pay attention to the lower time frame to see if it's trying to go back
Push
up.
lower. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go back up.
It's look like it's on indecision right now.
Yeah. But the SPY is saying down for sure.
Okay.
So
The whole market is saying down.
yeah.
You ain't hear that from me because I ain't the one that gossip.
Put it like this, Ben. ES, whenever we in these Zooms, Mike and them guidance on ES help me with SPY and SPX. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I might look at something and decide to take it just off the off chance that it might hit if the premium look right for me. But other times I'm gonna just sit back and watch that shit and see what it do. Because I'm not on my iPad every day, so I can't watch the shit how I really want to watch it. You feel what I'm saying?
Say, Ben, you knew Maul
What you
works at
say?
Waffle House?
Do I know who?
You know Maul work at Waffle House? He's the regional manager.
Maul don't work at no fuck. He might own a Waffle House. That motherfucker don't work that though.
I started on the grill, man.
Yeah, that's how they do. You start
That's
on
when
the grill.
the big bucks start rolling in.
Yeah. Then you move up. Then you move up to manager, shift leader, shift manager. Then you own your one. Then you got a few of them. You heard me? How many you got now?
I'm on my second one right now, man.
Hey, but Ma,
That's
this
why you
all
be
I need to
over.
know. This is all I need to know, Ma. Your Waffle House is clean?
No.
Oh, fucking right. I'm coming to eat there.
And niggas smoke cigarettes while they making your hash
Oh,
browns.
man, come on.
You got a
That's
fat black
flavor.
chick. You got a fat black chick making the steaks and eggs.
And I got a fat white one.
Oh no.
Oh, do you have a waiter there who kids sitting in the corner with the coloring book?
And she ain't got no teeth in her mouth.
Oh, come on, man. I'm on my way. What's the address?
Is your shit at halfway daycare and they got the kid in the corner with the coloring book? Mama
If a nigga ain't make a world star video in your shit, you ain't popping.
got a point.
Straight up.
Ma, you gotta go in there and start some shit today, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm thinking
Man,
about
none of
it.
y'all
Man.
niggas
It's
go
early
cook.
though. It's early. It's early.
Go fire your nigga. That's what you gotta do.
You
First week of the year, try to get that bitch shot up. You got insurance tomorrow? I wouldn't fucking listen to Winston.
Go get that white girl who caught that fucking chip. Y'all seen that video?
We got more.
What she did?
She caught a fucking black chick through a chair and she caught that bitch with one hand.
And it was still cooking.
Oh no, that bitch a superhero.
Still was cooking. Had a spatula in one hand, caught the chair with the left hand.
Yeah, she a superhero.
Cold-blooded.
Man, I get up with y'all.
All right, y'all.
All right, dog.
You ready to go play
Y'all
football
be
now?
cool, bro.